I think that if Nate doesn't change or him and Maddie don't break up, he might end up accidentally killing her. Oh my God. I mean, he abuses her in the video. She found she could use that to her advantage against Nate, and he might just blow up. I mean, that's the crazy part of that, is that's not a completely insane thing to say. Like, he's done everything except like sexually assault somebody and commit murder. So it's like, you know, it's like a slippery slope. And I don't know, like, to be honest with y'all, if Nate somehow found himself in a murder, either being murdered or murdering somebody next season, I completely would not even be surprised. Like, I would be surprised to see a death in the show, but like, if Nathan's involved, I totally wouldn't be surprised. But like, this is crazy. I don't think they would kill Maddie though, but like, imagine if they did. Like, that's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing, but like, imagine if they did. That'd be kind of crazy. And then, oh man, I don't really agree with this confession as far as, you know, do I think it's gonna happen? But I don't think they're wrong for thinking this, if that makes sense. Nate is that crazy. Confession, I want to see a Daniel episode.
Okay.
You are the only one. What is the point? He was literally just a plot device. Literally. So you could see Cassie really not being down to, like, you could see how she was just seeking attention, you know, male attention, whatever. And so you can see how Kat was like, damn, like, this man or this kid who really affected me and my self-confidence growing up ain't shit. I think that's it. What would be the point of a Daniel episode? He doesn't even fit with anything. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't like Daniel like that. But I mean, that's your opinion. I guess that's why it's called Confessions, right? Unpopular opinion, Cassie is the best character and most realistic of the show. She really captivates what so many girls go through, in the sense that they feel pressured to please guys and so desperate to find love anywhere. Or at least that's what's happening to me. I can empathize with her so much, and she makes my heart hurt for her because I see myself in her. I love her lots. I would say she's one of the most relatable. I already said, in my opinion, the most relatable is McKay. But I think everybody has their own, like, most relatable. Because to some people, Rue wouldn't be relatable, but to me, she's, like, super relatable. So it's like, you know, I think that's just a personal thing, because that's not something I'm personally going through. That's something that they're going through, and obviously they resonate with that a lot. And that's just like, you know, they're just like, girl, preach, yes, Cassie, do your thing. And meanwhile, I'm just like, damn. But I respect what they said here. I think Cassie's story is very important for young girls, or, you know, just the general female population, because that's something that a lot of girls go through. And on top of that, there's social media and everything. So I definitely feel her on that whole pressure thing. And I think Cassie's story is super important in that sense. I have a confession. So don't get me wrong, I hate Nate, but I also think he has a good side.
What?
Okay. All right. I have a bad habit of reacting too early, so I'm gonna hear this person out. I mean, everyone says he doesn't care about Maddie, but I think he does. He protects her at all costs, although he overreacts a lot. He also had a hard time with everything that's happening in his family. This doesn't make up for anything he did, but I kind of feel like he also has a soft side and could be a good kid. No, how? That is just so contradictory in nature. Like, how do you commit a felony while being a good kid? This is... Oh my God, I can't stand y'all. What? Okay. Protecting your significant other is walking them home, making sure they're okay, you know, taking care of them day to day. It's not breaking into some guy's house she had consensual sex with and beating him up. Fucking, what did he do? Detach his cornea and broke his arm and all type of, in his neck. He had like 3 casts on. That's not love. It didn't, let me know if y'all agree with me, but I'm pretty sure Nate knew when he went to beat Tyler up over the, you know, supposed R word, that Maddie did it consensually. Like, I'm pretty sure he knew. I'm gonna have to rewatch the episode. I'm not gonna do it and then come back and re-record or whatever, but I'm pretty sure when watching it, I had the vibes that he knew what was going on. He knew that Maddie was lying.
That guy you fucked in the pool.
What?
Are you sure you don't remember? I don't believe you.
But he just needed any excuse to act out and act an ass. So that doesn't make him a good person. Because if you look for any excuse to be a dick and to beat somebody up and injure them, you're not a good person. And what about, where's the good person when he put his hands on her? What is that? Like, I'm scared. Because, like, if you think that's love, that's very scary. That's not love, baby girl / baby boy. It's not love, man. Please don't. Please don't romanticize a person like Nate. And it's really not that deep. I took it deeper than it needed to be, but, like, it has to be said because some of the things I hear people in the Euphoria community say about Nate, it just makes my heart sad because there's nothing that I've seen in my 10 times watching the show that gives him any type of redeeming qualities other than being a good football player. But I mean, I don't like football like that. I'm a basketball person, so even then, those are not redeemable qualities to me. Y'all need to stop. And you need to get some help. Please. Euphoria is a fun show to watch. It's dramatic, sometimes even funny, but it's not really deep as everybody says it is. Sure, it's better than other teen dramas we get nowadays, but it's not anything groundbreaking. Actors are good, soundtrack is good, and it has a nice aesthetic, but that's it. People have been saying it portrays mental illness well, or that it shows a powerful message, or that it's full of metaphors and artistic, but it really isn't. It's really fun to watch and relate to the characters, though. No, I disagree, and I'm gonna start with this. I feel like the main reason somebody might feel this way is the fact that you're used to these super dramatic portrayals of these issues that Euphoria portrays. Like, you think being depressed is crying. Well, I'm not saying that's what they think, but normally depression isn't portrayed so realistically. Bipolarism isn't portrayed so realistically. Like, if you watched, the only other show I can compare the bipolar thing to is Shameless. Shameless and Euphoria get mania so perfect, and I don't want to just sound like a fangirl, but to me it's just like the realism of everything is what does it for me. Is nothing is too over the top. It's realistic. Rue doesn't have to shout in your face, oh, I'm bipolar, oh, I'm in a manic episode or whatever. Like, Cassie doesn't need to shout in your face, oh, I have daddy issues. You see it, and it's subtle, but it's realistic. You're gonna see it. The way it's shown in the show is the same way you're gonna see it in real life. It's none of the extras, none of the dramatic. It just is what it is. So I feel like a lot of people get Euphoria wrong because you're used to these shows that take issues such as drug addiction and make it so dramatic to the point where it's not realistic anymore. These issues that they cover have many, many facets to them, and they do very well at representing them. And I will always give Euphoria its props. If nothing else, okay, the soundtrack, it's perfect to me, but music, that's something that's subjective. Either you think that the music is good and Labyrinth is a genius, or you just think the music is okay. That's your opinion. The aesthetic, maybe you like the glitter, maybe you like purple, whatever. That's something that's subjective. I can let you slide on that, but no, I I don't think that it falls flat on its face as far as portraying these issues. Now, it depends on what you mean by deep. I mean, like, some people think deep means, oh, you think about it for a long time and it's just layers and layers of things to analyze, and every time you think about it you discover something new, like a Lil Wayne lyric. But I mean, no, that's not Euphoria, but it's deep in other senses. Like, you know, it's just, it's a very powerful show. And I also think that that's subjective. If you can't relate to anybody in the show, it's not going to touch you the same way it touches everybody else. But when you feel represented in a way that you've never been represented before, that's powerful. For people who don't know how to voice how they feel, they don't know how to describe to somebody how they feel, this show just makes you feel so seen. And I've actually read where somebody actually like came to realization that maybe they need to be diagnosed with bipolar disorder, because everything that happened in the show with Rue, you know, in the 7th episode was very similar to what they experienced in their life. So it's deep on that level. You know, if you didn't grow up with anxiety or any of these issues, it of course is not going to hit you different when you see your representation, and an accurate representation, not just, oh, I'm depressed, I'm gonna cry. No, it's not depression. Like, you know, like in Euphoria, depression is much more deeper than that. And like I said, I'll always give Euphoria its props for the issues that it represents, and how and their commitment to keeping it real and not trying to dumb it down for anybody to understand it better, because these are complex issues that we are dealing with. And I don't care what anybody says, they do a great job of explaining it, because I feel like people who don't deal with these issues have a good understanding watching this show what it's like to deal with these type of people. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So I definitely disagree. Whether the show is perfect or not is your opinion, but what we're not gonna do is act like this show is not powerful in any way. From the writing to the actors and actresses, this show was very well executed, and it deserves its props. But I do want to I do want to read what Euphoria Confessions, the page, put as a caption. So they said they disagree completely. Euphoria, in their opinion, is the best teen drama out there. No hate, but compared to other teen dramas, Teen Wolf, Vampire Diaries, 13 Reasons Why, Pretty Little Liars, Riverdale, Gossip Girl, this show is pretty amazing. Whoever sent this is entitled to their own opinion, though. And I totally agree. Out of all these shows, and this is just my opinion, right? Never watched Teen Wolf, never watched Vampire Diaries. I've watched 13 Reasons Why. Very dramatic, but just very dramatic. That's all I gotta say. Pretty Little Liars, same thing. I didn't watch the whole thing. I used to watch a couple seasons years ago when it was like in its 3rd and 4th seasons. Very dramatic. Riverdale, I tried to watch it. Very, very dramatic. But Euphoria is, when you're comparing it to those shows, it's totally different. Totally different, and it's in its own realm. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, then I can't even convince you any further, because I don't know, in my opinion, when compared to these shows specifically, Euphoria is in its own league. That's it. But I'm ranting because I feel personally attacked by what they said. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, though. But yeah, they're definitely entitled to their own opinion. But my opinion officially is that this is one of, if not the best, teen drama, and it does the absolute best at portraying all of these issues. and I'm gonna stand on that. So yeah.